of Give Peas a Chance. Today we're going to learn how to make paella. And paella is probably widely considered to be the most famous dish out of the country of Spain. It's not officially the national dish, but a lot of people in Spain that are from Spain, the Spaniards, they consider it to be the national dish of one of their regions, Valencia. But everybody else outside of Spain really associates this dish with the country. So it comes right here out of this cookbook, Around the World. If you guys want to learn how to make it or make any other dishes, this is a really great cookbook. So we're going to start really easy. We've got our pot, we've got a spoon, and if you guys are working on this at home, you're going to do it on the stove top. But we don't have a stove here, so I'm using a hot plate. And make sure when you guys are using the heat that you have an adult with you and that you're being super careful around the heat. So we're going to start by turning it on, and you're going to turn your stove on to medium-high heat. And you're going to take a 1/4 cup of oil, and you're going to go ahead and pour it right into the pan. And you're going to let it heat up for just a minute. Okay, and then once the oil is hot, you are going to put together your green pepper, broccoli, cauliflower, lima beans, and green beans. We've got this really nice mix of fresh vegetables. And the really cool thing about this recipe is that you guys can add whatever you want. You can add different kinds of vegetables, you can add meat, you can add whatever you want. It's most well known for being a seafood dish, but we're going to make a vegetable dish today. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to pour the veggies in, and then you're going to cook this until they are lightly brown for about 5 minutes. And I've got my timer going. So while this is cooking, I'll go ahead and let you guys know about some other books that we have here. So if you guys want to learn about the country of Spain, this is a really nice book that we have. And it'll teach you all about the culture and the people and a lot of the different places. And I'll give you a full, nice overview of the country if you want to learn more about that. And then we've got these other books, which are really cool. So this is called Food Like Mine, and it's all about different recipes from all over the world. So it includes more recipes that you guys can check out if you're interested in that. And then this one, What's Your Favorite Food? It's all these really famous authors, and they all work together to put together their favorite recipes in places around the world. So you guys can definitely come to the library and check those out too. And as you guys can see, I've been mixing it just occasionally because we want to make sure that none of the vegetables get stuck to the bottom of the pan here. And what you're doing is you're trying to get them a little brown. You don't want them to be burned, which is why you keep mixing them, because if they sit on the bottom of the pan too long, they're going to burn, and you don't want that. But you're going to go ahead and you're just going to keep mixing them. You don't have to do it constantly, but just occasionally until the 5 minutes are up. And then, once our 5 minutes are up, which is just now, we are going to go ahead and we're going to set another timer real quick for 30 seconds. And we're going to take our peas and our garlic, which we have here, and we're going to go ahead and pour those in. And then you are going to stir it constantly for 30 seconds. Alright, and then once the 30 seconds are up, you are going to go ahead and combine your tomato puree, your vegetable broth, and your salt. And I've got it all combined here already. So what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead and you're going to pour it in. And you're going to stir it all together so that it's all combined. Because you want to make sure everything is nice and mixed together. And then you are going to make sure that it comes to a simmer. And then once it's done, you're going to add the rice. But we have to wait for it to come to a simmer first. And then once we are at a full simmer, we're going to go ahead and add your rice. So you can go ahead, you're going to pour that right in, and you're going to want to make sure that you stir so that everything is totally combined. And you guys can see all the steam coming off of here, so that's how you know it's really, really hot. So you guys want to make sure that whenever you're doing anything over heat that you're being really careful. Okay, so then you're going to mix everything until it's all combined. You're going to turn the heat down to low, and you're going to let it simmer, and you're not going to stir it, you're not going to do anything to it. You're just going to let it sit just like this until the rice has absorbed almost all of your liquid, and the rice is going to be a little more tender than al dente. And you guys can definitely do a little research and figure out what al dente means. But you're going to want to let it just sit, and it'll take about 20 minutes for this to get totally done. But the one thing that you're going to really want to look for too is that almost all of the liquid is going to be absorbed into the rice. There should be a little bit remaining because there's one final step after this, but almost all of it will be gone. So you guys want to make sure that you look for that. Letting your paella simmer, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take the pan and you're going to put it away from the heat, and you're going to cover it up for 5 to 10 minutes, and that'll let all of the liquid absorb into the rice. And then this is what your finished product is going to look like. So you're going to have the paella here, and you're going to serve it with some little lemon wedges. It'll give it a little bit more flavor, and it'll make it taste really light and fresh. So this is what it'll look like when you're all done. And if you guys want to make this own recipe, remember the cookbook is the Around the World cookbook. And if you guys want to learn anything more about different recipes from around the world or Spain, we've got these other great books that you guys can check out.